You Pandavas are also loving and detached, are you not? No one here has any bondage. To become detached means to be loving. Acha, to those who constantly maintain the spirituality of contentment, to those who remain cheerful and give everyone the power of contentment through their every thought, word, and deed, to those who make disheartened souls powerful with the treasures, to the constant world benefactors, unlimited carefree emperors, Bhab Dada's love, remembrance, and namaste. Now, Bhab Dada is talking to Dadi. The pair of you being the holy swans of Roop and Basant. Roop, the form, and Basant, showering with words. So, this swan of Roop and Basant is good. This one, that is Dadi Janki, performs mostly, sorry, prefers mostly to be an embodiment of silence and do service. Whereas this one, that is Dadi Ji, that is Dadi Prakash Mani Ji, has to speak. This one goes into solitude whenever she wants, Dadi Janki Ji, and this one prefers to serve through her form. In fact, all of you are all round, but this is the partnership of Roop and Basant. In fact, there is a need for both these sanskars. Where words don't work, the form works, and where form doesn't work, then words will work. Therefore, this is a good pairing. All the pairs that are formed are good. That pair was good, and this is also good. That pair means the original one, which was Dadi Prakash Mani ji and Badi Didi Manmohini ji. So Baba is referring the first pair when Baba initially gave all his powers to Badi Didi and Dadi Prakash Mani ji. So Baba is saying that pair was also good and this pair is also good. She has become an incognito rival in the drama. Those from abroad also have a lot of love for her. It doesn't matter. You have seen the other form of Didi. So now Baba is talking a bit about Badi Didi. Everyone is so happy to see you. All the Maharathis are together. Brijindra, Nirmal Shanta, all are companions. Even though they are far away, the Shaktis cooperate very well. So even though they are away from each other or they are serving in different places, Baba says they all are together and the Shakti cooperate very well. All the Shaktis are cooperating with each other very well because you all place each one of you sorry because you all place each one of you ahead of the other, you have moved forward, and because of placing the instrument shaktis ahead, you are also ahead. This is the reason for the growth of service. So Baba is saying basically everyone is placing the other one ahead of them, therefore everyone is going ahead themselves automatically, and this is the reason that service is going very well. Okay. This is the reason for the growth of service. Through this, you are making one another move forward. There is love for one another and there is unity. So, because of this quality, there is unity as well into the Brahmin family or into the complete yajna. To speak constantly of the specialities of others is to make service grow. There has always been growth through this method, and there will continue be to be growth. So when you keep others ahead of you, they also keep you ahead of them, and automatically everyone is, being together and united. Service will grow in a faster way. That's what Baba basically wants to mention here. To look constantly at the specialities and to teach others how to see specialities is the thread of the rosary of the gathering. Pearls are also threaded together on a thread. The thread of the gathering is not to speak about anything except specialities, which means even if anyone is having any flaws, you as a soul has to always look to the specialities of other souls, because Madhuban is the great land. There is great fortune and great sin too. If someone goes back from Madhuban, if someone goes back from Madhuban and speaks wasteful words, then that sin is accumulated. Therefore, always wear the spectacles of seeing specialities. You cannot then see anything wasteful, because basically every soul uh, is in the process of grooming themselves. So everyone is having flaws and good qualities. But what I pick from others, what spectacles I have to see other soul, only to seeing the specialities or also discussing or churning over their flaws, that makes me like that. Like Baba sometimes says, if you see the specialities, you will gain all the specialities from other souls. But if you see their flaws, you will gain that flaws as well. That flaws will become yours slowly. So that's why Baba is saying, always speaks and think about the specialities of other souls. Therefore, always wear the spectacles of seeing specialities. You cannot then see anything wasteful. For instance, when you wear rose tinted glasses, you cannot see anything that is not rose colored. Similarly, always wear the glasses of seeing specialities. Even if you do sometimes see something, don't speak about it. In the field of service, this is possible sometimes that you might see something different. But then Baba is saying, don't speak and don't spread it. Just keep it, or just ignore it, and try to see other quality of that particular soul. When you speak about it, you lose your fortune. If there are weaknesses, etc., the Father is responsible for those. For every soul's weakness, Father is responsible for those. Who made you the instrument? The Father. So, to speak about the weakness of those who are instruments means to speak about the weakness of the Father. This is a bit deep thought, that when we see weakness of other soul, it means we are actually doubtful about the choice of Father, and it is really something that we shouldn't do, because we can't create any doubt in Father's decision. So if we are seeing weakness of any soul, which means we are seeing or we are feeling that weakness of Father. Therefore, let no one say anything except something with good wishes for others. Bab Dada sees you jewels as even more elevated than himself. You are the decoration of the father. So the children who decorate the father are even greater than he is. Bab Dada is pleased and sings praises of the children. Wah, my jewel, son, so and so. Wah, wah, bache, wah, like that. Wah, my jewel, so and so. He continues to sing this praise. The father never looks at anyone's weakness. Even when he gives a signal, he gives that signal with regard according to your speciality. So even if, because he is a father, he has to give the signal, or he has to give the knowledge that a particular soul has this quality or do not have this particular thing. But Baba says the way Baba give the signal to make them improve is always with regard and according to your speciality. So we always have seen that Baba first praise us with all other qualities, and in between lines he gives us that signal that you should also have a little bit of this, you should also work on little bit of this. So this is the way to give feedback kind of thing to any soul. And that's what Baba says, that if you see any such thing, you also try to give them the signal, or suggest them with this way, in this way. First regard them, first praise for their qualities, and then give them a little more suggestion to work on the other side. Although the father has the authority, yeah, he always gives a signal with the regard. Let this speciality of the fathers constantly emerge from the children. You have to follow the father, do you not? So Baba is telling how to give anyone the signal or the suggestion, or tell them to work on the flaws. This is how you should do, the way Baba is doing. All the main senior sisters, dadis, are sitting in front of Bab Dada. The praise of Janak, who was liberated in life, is your memorial, is it not? There are the two titles, liberated in life and Videhi, that is bodiless, for Dadi. This one, Dadiji, is a jewel anyway, the jewel of contentment. Dadiji means Badi Dadi, Dadi Prakash Maniji. The jewel of the forehead, the jewel of success. So many jewels. All are jewels and nothing but jewels. No matter how much you try to hide the sparkle of jewels, they cannot remain hidden. A jewel will a jewel will sparkle even in mud. It will work like a light. Therefore, this is your name, Dadi Prakash Mani. So it's also the name is also having Mani, Prakash Mani. Therefore, this is your name, and that is the work you do. This one, that means Dadi Janki, also has those virtues, bodiless and liberated in life. You always stay in the depth of the experience of happiness in life. This is called being liberated in life. Acha, Om Shanti. So this a bit short, Murli, but it is very good and very deep, specifically about how to become contented, and also how to imbibe the qualities same as the father. So the Murli is finished now. We'll have 1 minute of silence, and then we will share our thoughts, takeaway points, or if we have any questions, we can share that as well. Thank you. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Yes. Who wants to share first?
Om Shanti. Very good.
Om Shanti.
I was just, what a big paribhasha Baba had given about contentment over here. I
Mm-hmm.
think if you're a student, we can bullet point these things which he gave when he says, you become cheerful, you keep smiling, you attain everything and all. But I was just going in deeper into what is the before even Baba's knowledge, the deeper meaning. Now, generally, they say if suppose contentment comes when we experience God's presence, because when we experience human presence, there's always a need. When we experience a being presence or a human being, there's always a need to get something, to expect something. But the expectation of that ends with God. So contentment, generally they say when you experience God's presence, that's why we used to learn when we were young, delight yourself in the Lord and he'll give you the desires of heart. So if I need anything, jo bhi mujhe pana hai, I'll get everything from him. What do I need from the world? I'll direct myself only to him. That's why they say, delight yourself in the Lord, he'll give you desires of the heart. When I can know what is plenty or what is little, and when I'm able to face with equanimity, yeah, बहुत है और नहीं भी है. So when I'm able to be in that stuti, in that kind of stage, that nothing, I need nothing else. Or when the time when we say, give our gratitude to God, when we tell, Lord, I need nothing. You're giving me so much. Yeah, that's what mana tha jo pa liya. So that is what I was the beginning, I think, when we learned. But here, why Baba tells us about contentment? Because that is the uh, foundation of even whether it's purity, foundation of spirituality, foundation of a Brahmin life. So with this paribhasha, whatever Baba is giving over here, content, I can move forward. And here also, even though Baba mentions only four, Baba says, if I am content with myself, I will radiate positivity. And for
Yes.
this content with others, I take it two ways. Am I content with others as well as are others content with me? I take it like that. That's why
Mm-hmm.
instead of four, I always have six types of contentment. So am I content with others? So and then if I'm content with others, I can have a good relationship. Are others content with me? If others are content with me, then they'll come closer to me. There'll be attached. Same way, am I content with God? Do I complain to him? God, you have given me only so much, you give us so much and all. So am I content with God? And is God content with me? I think even that I look for, not just content with God. That
Mm-hmm.
even am I there in God's dictionary? And of course, content with time, content with matter, which we call it as drama. This whole thing of contentment, I think it's got a deeper significance. Function.
Om Shanti, sister. Thank you very much. It was nice thought that yes, if I am contented, and if people are also, other souls are also contented with me. And same goes with Bab Dada, of course. If Bab Dada is also contented with me. Yes, very true. Anyone else?
Om Shanti. Can you hear
Om
me?
Shanti. Yeah, yes, brother.
Yeah.
Om Shanti.
This is about a very important lesson Baba brought out about looking and speaking only about specialities of everyone in a gathering. And also, like this is very useful in the field of service and day to day, that uh, don't see anything wasteful, and wear the glasses of seeing specialities, and speak about specialities only, like wow, my jewel so and so, wow, jewel so and so. So continue to sing praise about everyone and also the Supreme Father. If at all we have to give any signal or any creative suggestion for anyone's improvement, uh, then first give the praise of specialty, and with lot of regard and love. Then after that, when the soul is powerful, that time give that suggestion for with respect to any weakness which is needs to be removed for overall improvement. Om Shanti.
Thank you, brother. Om Shanti. And one more point here, Baba mentioned that every instrument is been picked by Bab Dada, by Baba directly. So, anytime or at any point when we speak of weaknesses of those instruments, it means we are doubting the capability of Baba. It is like we are speaking the weakness of Father, and we know definitely Baba do not have any weakness. So we, the way Baba mentioned this is a big, it's like. Just not for instruments, even for other souls, because sometimes Baba also says no that anything that is created by Father is definitely going to be perfect. So we can't just complain for, because if we are complaining for the creation, it means we are complaining or we are doubting the abilities of the creator. So this quality also comes, or this quality also helps to improve your, or to work on the contentment. If I'm more contented, I will I will always try to see goodness in things, in situations, in other people. So yes, this is also a very nice point. Thank you. Yes, anyone else?
And just one more line I would like to add, that
Yes.
contentment, most of us, we feel that contentment is like don't do any pursharth, and just be happy with whatever is the speed of pursharth, and be contented with it. But actually, contentment is not that. Contentment is that be contented when you are full of virtues, and you are very near to the goal, and you are experiencing all the powers and virtues which Baba has given to us. And that is the state or stage of contentment. So, for that, to achieve that state of contentment, we need to improve the speed, and the speed of the Purusharth, fast, so first, last so fast through the speed, and then once you have achieved that fast speed, then with that fast speed, in no time you will be able to become first, and also first class. So that first class, the stage is a stage of contentment. Action is very much required. Inaction is not contentment. That I would like wanted to clarify. Om Shanti.
Yes, very true. Thank you very much. Yes, anyone else?
Yogita Ben, just to add to, the brother was just speaking about attainment. Even I think that is what even Baba mentions. When you feel yourself full, so your full, Baba is talking about not that kind of full, but with knowledge, true
Yes.
knowledge, which what Baba has given now. So when that true knowledge is there, we get what we call it as an accumulation. But the best thing what I like out of the paribhasha of here is contentment liberates you from the spinning cycle of mine and yours, because there's no mine, there's no yours, there's the we concept. Sab kuch hamara. So hamara means when I take what mine and others and God all to be one. There used to be a very good in socialism, we used to call it, I'm not sure of that concept. So here it's called as the we concept, that everything बीच में डालो और सबको equally देना, that kind of egalitarianism we say. I like that concept over here. But I wanted to ask you this last contentment which Baba has mentioned. See, am I contented with the Brahmin family? So that's such a big thing, because maybe I am very contented with the Brahmin family, but there is always a doubt: is everyone in the Brahmin family contented with me? Because unless I get the third certificate, I'm not. That's the most important certificate. So I always think there is an up and down in this. I told you, I take contentment reciprocal, like father, me with father, father with me with others, others with. But with Brahmin family, maybe I am contented with the Brahmin family, maybe 70%, but is the Brahmin family contented with me at least 50%? Don't you think some उसमें कुछ ladder है, सीढ़ी है?
uh, I think here the perspective that Baba has given to us about seeing a soul, that works here more, because if we take it on, on bodily consciousness, every now and then someone is going to be not contented or not satisfied with the other soul. But if we see as a soul, if we don't even see them as a Brahman family or your Lokik family, or even as a being, as a person, instead of that, if we see as a soul, that energy itself radiates that, okay, I'm contented, I'm accepting the soul the way it is, so I'm contented with that soul. And if this energy, if I'm radiating this, then definitely that other soul is also, getting the same energy and radiating in the same way. That's how I feel. Because if person by person we go specifically with each and every person, because that's why Baba said that desires always comes when you are in the consciousness of body, and when you see them, yourself and others as well, in that soul conscious form, then the soul is always complete. Soul doesn't need anything. Soul is always being accepted, and accept and feel yourselves also accepted, and you accept to others as well. So this particular thing works here more than because if we think this on, like I said, person to person level, it is definitely going to have some or the other flaws or some or the other need or expectation from others. So the contentment seems like very difficult if we think from this perspective. But if we directly see it through that soul consciousness mindset or soul consciousness glasses, if we wear them all the time, then I think it will become easy with Brahmin family as well and other souls as well. That's how I think. But if anyone have any other clue or any other thought on this, you can please share.
Yogita Ben, that soul, it's not just a soul, it's a Brahmin soul. And
Mhm.
remember, Baba always says you cannot give anything to a Brahmin soul, you can give only cooperation, nothing else.
Exactly.
Baba
Right.
keeps telling, "Ab kuch nahi, what you give others, you can give others this, give others treasures, give others that. But for a Brahmin soul, unke paas sab kuch hai. You can only give them cooperation." But I think that is where Baba, even in many mudlis, has said, we are percentage in that. Both Murli mein Baba has said, God is happy with you, you're happy with God, you're happy with yourself, but you're still a percentage. I always keep thinking, it's such a kind of, kya bolte hai na, like when people, go on fire when in devotion, they cross that fire, na, what is that fire? They have to walk on fire. Sometimes I find that's how it is. It's just a
Mhm.
person. That's one. And Baba has told us, y'all are in percentage.
Yeah, like that's right. Because I think that is also the reason. I mean, why we are in percentage, because basically, like we have seen Dadi, all Dadis, right from beginning, Dadis or senior brothers, senior sisters, because even if they come across any problem or any issues into the field of service, the way they handle it, the way they feel it, or the way they address it, that is different, because these souls, they just have this particular way of thinking, or they just, I mean, I personally feel that they never see any person in their, bodily form. They always have this particular thought process continuously 24/7, that okay, this soul has this particular part, or part in this drama. So from his or her perspective, that soul is, okay or right at this time. So this acceptance bring that power, or give that energy, and that make other person to change. Even if, just like Baba said today, that even if you want to give them the signal, the way to give the signal, so that makes a difference. And because of that, they also accept the changes that they want to, I mean, the signals that they have been given, and person change, and in that way they also feel contented, and they also accept the other person. I think this is how these two things are connected. The second point that Baba said, that how to praise them for their qualities, then give them signal, this also bring about the change, and this also make them to feel contented or accepted as well. So yes, this can be one perspective. This is what I feel. Uh, so yes, any other thought for this point, or any other point from anyone?
Mm.
One more thing I remembered from previous Murli, not the immediate yesterday's, uh, maybe 2 or 3 months before, when Baba said that when you tell someone to do something and that person does it, it is a sign of that person as a human. And then Baba said one thing: if you ask Baba that, Baba please give me this, Baba please give me that, which means by asking Baba every time, you're actually bringing him down to the level of human, because he is the father, he is the creator, he knows what is good for which soul. In fact, for every soul, he knows it very well. So we don't even, of course, being our father, we feel that we have that right, or we to get connected in that way, we can ask. But the other perspective Baba gave in that Murli, that by telling every time to Baba that, Baba please bring me, give me this power, or sometimes, like for non-BKs ask for some materialistic things, but we ask for powers, we ask for peace or contentment, or stability or patience. So Baba says asking father is also bringing him down to your level, or to the level of human. So that is also the another perspective, that if you know who he is, if you realize in the real sense who he is, you will never ask for a single thing, because he has already given, and that also improve your contentment. So that point also can be connected to this today's Murli, contentment, that if you know and if you understand that he has already given everything, so you will never ask for anything, and that will also help you to become constantly contented.
Yeah,
Just
I
I
think
just recall that point.
yeah, what you said, one thing just struck me, Yogita Ben, when you were sharing,
Mm-hmm.
especially when you said Dadi ji, that
Mm-hmm.
see, Dadi ji, especially Dadi Prakash Mani, I'm saying, when you go to her, na, even if you have a weakness or anything, she never sees all that. She just goes, that kind of light. So even Baba says, maybe in a family also, if we just don't give specialities, but unka kamzoriya mat dekho. Just
Yeah.
don't even see, even if they are doing the direst of things which is against Shrimat, mat dekho sab cross it. I think you're right, maybe. That part even we should do. Yogita, when this Roop and Basant, have you when you read that, if you remember, day before yesterday also there was a blessing of Roop and Basant. But
Mm-hmm.
there it was little different. I remember Baba saying, Basant means giving a message to souls, and Roop
Mm-hmm.
means reference for fast service. Lekin yahan dekho, he called, and I always take Basant to be Dadi Janki, because through a power of words, they always, many times Baba has said, she's got that power of words in her. And Dadi
Mm-hmm.
ji, unlike Dadi Janki,
Mm-hmm.
Dadi her form. But but here the paribhasha was a little different. That's what did you see that?
Yeah, it is a bit, it is exactly opposite that, considering the previous day's point. And this particular Roop Basant is always come in a different context. I've always seen, and to be very honest, sometimes I really, get confused with these two words. Even sometimes I
Yeah.
ask my father, what exactly the meaning? Because it always comes in different contexts, in different way. So he said, this is how it is, because I mean, after some point, we really can't, we really can't think that what. That's why Baba sometimes says, no, good jane good ki gotri. Sometimes we really can't exactly understand what Baba really want to say. We only see the words, but the hidden meaning is sometimes very different. And I have always found this with this concept of Rup Basant, that Baba use this in different context, and sometimes they really contradicts with each other. So this particular word is a bit myth for me as well. Yet,
Thank you.
okay. If we have any other one to say anything or share any point, then please. Otherwise, we will start with meditation for 2 minutes and sit with yourself and check, where do I stand in this claiming these certificates. Contented with self, with Father, and with the family. So we will have meditation for 2 minutes. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity, and I'm sorry that I was not feeling well today. That's why there might be some disturbances from my side while speaking. So thanks for bearing with me, and thank you for the opportunity. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Before we close the class for today, there's an announcement for tomorrow. We have Harman sister from Madhuban, who shall be conducting the Manthan for the Murli Date 7th March, which we read in this week. So we'll invite each one of you to take the benefit from this session. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Gita Ben. Thank you. Tomorrow